Hello all. National Science Day is celebrated all over India on February 28, on which date C.V. Raman announced the discovery of Raman effect, for which he was awarded Nobel Prize. C.V. Raman is the only Indian scientist who got Nobel Prize for the work completely done in India. Many of you might have heard about the story of C.V. Raman, which led to the discovery of Raman effect. When he was traveling from London to India in a ship in the year 1921, he observed the color of sea as blue. The very famous explanation for that color at that time was that the sea was reflecting the color of sky. But C.V. Raman was not convinced about that, or he didn't believe in that. So he started doing some small experiments using some of the very simple pocket-sized equipments which he had with him in the ship. Then he realized that the sea is not reflecting the color of sky, but it is behaving similarly as that of sky. That is, the color of the sea is blue because of light scattering. Immediately after reaching back in India, he started working in the field of light scattering with his team in Calcutta. And in the year 1928, he announced the final discovery, which was named as Raman effect. And in the year 1930, he was awarded Nobel Prize for that discovery. Students, some of the points that we should infer from this story, which is very essential for development of science, are: one is curiosity. C.V. Raman was very curious to know about the color of the sea. That curiosity led to the discovery of Raman effect. The other one is observation. There would have been a lot of other passengers in the ship. Most of them might have been enjoying the journey by maybe just simply sitting on the deck, by enjoying the beauty of the sea, etc. But nobody else could observe it so critically as Raman did. Observation is not just seeing through the eyes. It is beyond that. Then questioning, the power of questioning. The question why the sea appears to be blue. That question, which was raised in the mind of Raman, led to the discovery of this Raman effect, and he allowed that question to grow. Courage and confidence. The most acceptable theory, the most acceptable explanation for the color of sea at that time was made by the very famous scientist Rayleigh at that time. But Raman was not convinced about that explanation, or he was dare enough to question even the big shot at that time. He was confident enough to question that. He was not convinced with that, and or he wanted to get convinced with his own observations. Original thinking and good experimentation. In the ship, he had only very few pocket-sized equipments. But through his original thinking, he could develop some very simple experimental setup using which he could do the experiments and he could get the observations. He didn't need any sophisticated equipments. Perseverance. Even though the very first thought about the color of sea appeared in the mind of Raman in the year 1921, he worked continuously for 7 years to reach the final discovery of Raman effect. So he worked with his team for the continuous 7 years in the same problem. The original thinking, right? So that is very important in the field of science. Raman, when he was working in the field of musical instruments, he was very interested in music. So he was doing some experiments with Indian musical instruments with tabla, mridangam, etc. So he used chalk powder which was available to him. So he used that to create some simple experimental setup, and he made good observations from that. That is, he actually used his brain more than the instruments. Confidence is another good quality that we should have. We should see the development of science will happen only through by creating new knowledge. We should be confident enough to create new observations, to develop new knowledge from that observations. Raman was very confident. There is actually a story. Sometimes some of his administrators wanted to send him for a training in foreign. He replied just like that. He told that I don't want any training from foreigners. If they want, I can give training to them. So that was his self-confidence. These qualities made Shri C.V. Raman a unique person in the history of modern science in India. Dear students, on this National Science Day, I wish all of you would become unique in your field by incorporating all these good qualities in your works. Thank you.
Good morning. 93 years ago, on February 28th, a brilliant discovery put India on the map of world science. National Science Day is celebrated every year on February 28th to mark the discovery of the Raman effect by Nobel laureate Sir Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, which he officially declared on 28th of February 1928. A curious question or a sudden stroke of inspiration. Sometimes that is all it takes to spark a path-breaking discovery. Sir C.V. Raman's story is one of extraordinary academic ability, intense curiosity, and unflinching dedication towards science. At that time, the Raman effect created quite a stir in scientific circles all around the world. Over the years, it has been used in many areas including biology, chemistry, and medicine. The Raman scanner, a device used to detect if someone is carrying illegal substances, uses this principle. Even today, scientists are trying to apply the Raman spectroscope to COVID-19 testing. The theme for National Science Day 2021 is Future of STI, Science, Technology and Innovation, Impact on education skills and work. What is science and technology? Science is the intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observations and experimentation. Technology is the application of the scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. Developments in science and technology in India include Mangalyaan, the Mars orbit mission, Chandrayaan-1, etc. India has acquired a foremost position in the map of the IT world. Research and development can foster sustainable development by building greener, more inclusive societies. Science and technology has made the world a better place to live in. A lot of things are yet to be developed to help society and make it a better place to live in. Make it possible for all our people to fully participate in the development of science and technology and its utilization for human welfare. Foster scientific research in universities and other academic, scientific and engineering institutions to attract the brightest young persons to careers in science and technology. So, let us conclude. Going by the words of Dr. R.A. Mashelkar, India needs science that solves, technology that transforms, and innovation that impacts. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Azmil, studying in 9th standard of MES Raja Residential School. Today I am going to show one of the projects which I have done in my ATL lab. This project is very useful to monitor the water level of drainage system. As we all know, during rainy season, the cities like Calicut and Ernakulam is facing a big problem of overflow of drainage water. This is because the people are not dumping the waste properly, and this goes to the drainage system and stuck there. Consider this container as a drainage and this water as a drainage water. Here I have this ultrasonic sensor to sense the water level in this drainage. Here you can see three colors. This green stands for safe water level, the orange stands for critical water level, and this red stands for danger water. Now it is in the green level, so it is in a safe mode. When the water rises to the orange level, it will be in a critical stage. Now the water level is in the orange stage, that means the critical stage. Here you can see the orange light is on. When the water level is in the critical stage, the person from the station can come and clear the drainage. Now you can see the water reached in the red color, that means the red LED and the alarm will be on. When the blocks in the drainage system is removed, we can reduce the overflow of water to an extent. So that's all about my project to reduce the overflow of drainage water. So thank you, have a nice day.
Hello everyone, my name is Saraswati, studying in 9th standard of MES Raja Residential School. Today I am going to show you a project named Automatic Plant Watering System. When we look into the field of agriculture, we know that one of the major problems faced by the farmers today is overwatering and underwatering of plants. That is, overwatering can cause decay in the plant and underwatering can cause dryness to the plant. So I thought about it and came to this project. This is a very simple project which everyone can do in their home. So let's go to our project. Now I am going to talk about the components needed to make this project. A soil moisture sensor, a pump, an Arduino Uno, and a relay module. Relay module and Arduino is placed in this box. Now let's see how this works. This is a potted plant. I have placed the pump and the soil moisture sensor to the soil. You can see how dry this soil is. The soil moisture sensor will sense the water in the soil and ask the Arduino to pump the water if it requires. We know that it is dry, so it will pump the water. Let's check it. You can see the water is coming. When the water reaches the sensor will say that it has the water in the pot, so the Arduino will stop pumping the water. So this is my project. If you have a Arduino, a soil moisture sensor, a pump and a relay module in your home, you can also try this automatic plant watering system in your home. I hope you liked it. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Zia and today I am here to show you my project fire extinguisher. This is a really easy project which you can do at your home with things easily available at your house. Now let's see what are the things required for the project. First of all, you need an empty bottle of dishwashing liquid and some vinegar, some baking soda, a piece of tissue paper and a thread. First, fill the empty bottle with some water and now add some vinegar to it. Add vinegar and water in 1:1 ratio. Now add some baking soda to the tissue paper. Now need a lot of baking soda, a little bit. That's enough. Now roll the tissue paper and tie it with the thread. Now put the tissue with the baking soda into the water and vinegar. Make sure that it does not touches with this liquid because it will start the reaction. And now tie it. It should be looking like this. Now let us test the fire extinguisher. I am burning a paper. Now to use this is very easy. Just shake it and aim it. And now the fire is out. Now how this thing works is a really simple thing. When the paper is burning, it is actually reacting with the oxygen. So when I shake the baking soda and the vinegar, carbon dioxide is produced, and when I pour it on the burning paper, it cuts the supply of oxygen to the paper and the paper stops burning.